whether it's the Apple software or I'm not sure whether it is just Zoom. But we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. So hopefully those of you who are trying to get into Zoom can jump onto Facebook or YouTube and watch that. And I'll most probably post an extra class for the Zoomers out there. So welcome to our breathwork session. We're going to work on same things or similar things as we did last week. We're going to work on the biomechanics, get your spine nice and mobile, your rib cage nice and mobile, a little bit of work on the neck again, the neck and shoulders. And then we're going to finish off with just some relaxing, sitting, calming breaths, just really getting the biochemistry balanced, back to normal, focusing the mind, focusing the concentration, get you all set up for the day. So let's crack on. Find yourself a comfortable standing position. We'll start off standing and then we'll finish off in a sitting position. So get yourself plenty of space around you. Give your hands a little bit of a rub, palms a little bit of a rub together, and just generally shake out the body. So anywhere where you might feel any tightness or tension, just relax the body. A little bit of rotation, shake out the legs. Just getting ourselves prepared, getting the muscles warm. Again, when we're thinking of breath work, we're often always just thinking about sitting and relaxing, but actually we want to be working on our breathing when we're moving, because that's what we're hopefully doing the majority of the time. Even if we're just resting and sitting, we're moving around, so we want to focus on breathing in functional movement. Let's take our feet about shoulder width apart. Raise your arms up. And then you're just going to keep the knees soft and just let the arms just drop. Just let them swing. So we're on a soft bent knee. I'll show you from the side. Just on that soft bent knee, you just palms floating up or wrist floating up. Just let them go, just to relax and release any tension out of the neck and shoulders. So arms up and release. Arms up and release, and up, and you're actually just letting them go, just let them swing. If that feels comfortable, we can add a little bit of a bounce to it. So arms come up, keeping the knees just slightly, just raising the body slightly, but the knees still soft. Then as you drop, just let the knees bend, bounce, and come back up. Bounce and come back up. Bounce and come back up. Really just let the shoulders, the neck, the spine relax, loosen up. Get that rhythm going. Couple more. Nice little double bounce at the bottom. And then just bring the arms down and let the arms relax. Shake out again. Let's do the same. This time, coordinate the breath. So again, as the knees are bent, so we can either do the little double bounce, or if you just want to do the arms up and then release. But again, keep that absorption through the ground. So even if you're just in this position, just let the body bounce a little bit. Let the feet in contact with ground and that absorption through the arms just dropping down. So we breathe in through the nose. And then we just, and you can let that breath out through the mouth. So it's a deliberate clearing breath, if you like. When we're breathing in through the nose, we're not sucking air in through the nose. We're still breathing deep into the body. Deep just means deep into the ribs. So you might take a slightly fuller breath. And And then again. So see if you can just keep it going in rhythm. Notice I'm not drawing the breath in, I'm not forcing the breath in through the nose. Just let go of any tension. And then just rest the arms by the side. So again, really make that distinction when we're focusing on breathing in through the nose, that it's not pulling breath in. You can very easily just allow the breath into the space of that whole nasal cavity. You can almost breathe what we call paradoxical breathing. Paradoxical breathing is if you breathe the wrong way round with the diaphragm. So if you breathe in and pull the diaphragm up and breathe out and let the diaphragm go, I almost feel you can paradoxically breathe with the nostrils, because you can suck everything up through the nose. That make my ears pop again. Give the body a little bit of a shake. We're going to work on taking a fuller, deeper breath, so a deliberate, fuller, deeper breath, again to get the biomechanics working. Then we're going to do the same practice with a calming, easy breath. So what I really want to distinguish here is that when we take a fuller, deeper breath, if we slow that breath, if we elongate that breath, if we create or if we allow that pause at the top, pause at the bottom of the breath, we don't end up over breathing. Because again, one of the issues that we often face is that we talk about the biomechanics of breathing, but not about the biochemistry. So just because I'm taking a fuller volume of air and I slow that down, I'm not over breathing. If we take it too quickly, if it becomes a more sort of like rapid, big, full breath, then that's when you go into hyperventilation or breathing too much air. So the baseline, as we know, for that efficient breathing is breathing the right volume of air for your metabolic needs at that moment in time. We'll practice the movement first. So we'll go shoulder width apart, a little bit of bend in the knees, and come in, and then you're just extending and reaching up. And then you're reaching, bringing the palms down. So this is a Qigong style movement. And what I want you to visualize is almost you're in sort of like a ribs into the body in this position here. And then as you lift up, you're extending the spine, opening the chest. So we're opening, lifting here, extending the thoracic spine. Watch that we don't end up thrusting these lower ribs forward. This is quite often what happens when you think of extending the spine. You actually just compress the lower back, push these front ribs out. So it's a real extension through the spine. You can look up and then back down. So it's almost like a very subtle wave effect of the spine. So nice and easy and rhythmical. You can come a little bit taller at the top. You can give the knees a little bit of a sink at the bottom. At the minute you're just practicing the movement, let's do 2 more and then we'll do some breath work with this simple movement. Rest the arms by the side. So the focus on our breath work is a fuller, deeper breath. So again, focusing on the biomechanics, we want to get that rib cage expanding. Think of all of the intercostal muscles. Imagine the spine extending. Imagine air circulating through the spine and lengthening the spine. So we're working on getting all of those breathing muscles, the structure of the rib cage, the structure of the spine, creating as much space as possible so we can breathe easy, so the diaphragm can work nice and efficiently. So we slow the breath, again in through the nose. Slight pause at the top and then out. And in through the nose. Slight pause. And out. Slight pause. In. And out. Keep that rhythm going, breathing in through the nose. The slower the better. And because we're breathing slowly, you will be taking a fuller volume of air. So we have a volume of air that we require to breathe for our metabolic needs. So if you're resting, you need less air, you need less oxygen. If you're exercising, obviously, you need more air and more oxygen. So if we do slower breaths and take, the right volume of air, that means we're being more efficient because we don't waste any of what is called the dead space. So the part of the lungs, the part of the nasal cavity where actually you're not getting oxygen transfer from the air that you're taking into the body. So about 150 milliliters of each breath is what we call dead space. So the slower the breathing, the less waste. But again, this is just a practice. So we're deliberately slowing the breath with movement. Breathing in, keep it smooth. Pause at the top. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then rest there. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Because we're standing, because we've got that little bit of softness in the knees, got that little bit of wider step, you're going to feel that these legs are really working. And again, when we're looking at breath work, the breathing mechanics is not just the diaphragm, it's not just the rib cage, it's the whole body. If you're walking, you're landing, you're putting a load through the body. If you're running, you're landing on one leg and you're putting a load through the body. That's going to affect your breathing. The diaphragm is not just a breathing muscle, it's a stabilizer as well. So it's great to sit and do resting breath work. Of course it is, and we'll do some at the end of the session. But we want to focus on our breath in functional, easy functional movement. Breathing easy, breathing slow, breathing light, breathing deep, breathing rhythmical. Okay, let's do just a little bit of work on the neck. So you're going to put your hands out to the side. Now this is great if you're working at a computer all day long and you're getting tightness in the wrists. Just spread the fingers. So it's almost like you're pushing the palms of the hands down to the ground. So this sets the shoulders. Set the shoulders back and down. And I'm going to mirror you. So you're just going to take your ear to the left shoulder. Just do a little head roll, little crunch there. When you come to the right shoulder, just bring the head back to balance on top of the spine. So we're not rolling the head back. So you just bring the head back to balance on top of the spine, tuck the chin slightly, drop to left shoulder, roll, keep those palms and those arms long. So you should feel a nice stretch through the arms, through the palms. So again, if we've got tightness in the neck, if our shoulders and our shoulder muscles are having to do loads of work, holding up the head, then it's going to affect our breathing. If we're stressed, the breath tends to come up the body. We tend to use these neck muscles and the accessory breathing muscles. So the more we can just release any tension in these accessory breathing muscles, any tightness, let's go the other way. So roll the other way. And again, you're in control, so no forcing. I really want to get away from the idea that stretching is all about pulling and forcing, because if you stretch or pull or force, then your body's just going to go, no, don't want to do that. So it'll just tighten up. So this is just about easing and releasing. Should feel quite nice. And then just rest the chin on chest. Rest the arms, just bring the head back to balance. Give a little head nod. So you've got your head balanced on top of the spine. Give your shoulders a little bit of a shake. Let's do the same thing, but this time we do palms up. So palms up, and what you can do is just bring the fingers together. So again, this is really nice on the wrists. Think of the length through the inside of the arm. So stretching all the way. And again, if you're working on a computer with this arm, that's my right arm, but I'm mirroring you, then you might feel that little bit of a tension there. So set the palms down. Sorry, set the palms up, wrists down to the ground. Same thing. I'll mirror you, so let's go to the left side. And then just slowly rolling. Breathing easy in and out through the nose. Keep that tension through the arms, keep the knees soft. You might hear lots of crunches, feel lots of nice crunches. Again, we're not rolling the head back. We're just bringing ear to shoulder and then balancing on top of the spine, ear to shoulder. Go the other way around. Breathing easy in and out through the nose. Really lengthen those arms, keeping the shoulders down. And then chin to chest. Relax the arms. Balance the head on top of the spine. Give the hands a little bit of a shake and the legs a little bit of a shake. You might feel some nice tingling all the way down the arms. Let's just go back to this breathing practice. See if we can feel a little bit of difference in the neck this time. So again, soft knees, palms facing upwards. You're extending, visualize as you're coming up with the hands that you're extending the spine. So it's almost like that wave effect through the spine, breathing in through the nose. Hold a little bit at the top, a little pause at the top. And then breathing out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose. That wave of the spine, the rib cage opening, allowing all that air in. Breathing out through the nose. Breathing in. And out. And in. And out. Let's do 2 more. Using the feet, using the legs to push into the ground, to open up the rib cage without force. Effortless flowing movement. Arms feel light. It's almost like the breath is lifting the arms. Nice, calming, easy breath in and out through the nose. Good. Find a comfortable sitting position. So you can either sit on the floor, sit in a chair, and we'll just finish off again, just really focusing on some of the things we've worked in on there, that spine flow, that spine wave, but just in a sitting posture so we can really concentrate on the breath, focus on the breath. So find a comfortable sitting position. I'll get my little yoga bolster. So we'll spend the last 4 minutes, 5 minutes or so sitting. Just rest your palms comfortably wherever, on your knees, palms up, palms down, in your lap, whatever you feel comfortable with your hands. Take your time to feel whatever you're sitting on, that you're really grounded, stable, and strong, so you're nice and supported. Keep the spine long, so lifting from the crown. But again, the important thing here is that we don't become rigid, because if we become rigid, we hold all the tension here. We want our ribs and our belly to be soft, our shoulders to be relaxed. So it really is about balancing rib cage, heart center, head, but actually letting everything else relax, particularly around this area here. So feel strong through the spine, soft and relaxed through shoulders, rib cage, belly. Jaw relaxed, eye sockets relaxed. The lips just lightly touching. Just rest your tongue gently on the roof of the mouth. So if you do a little, it's almost like the tip of the tongue is just resting behind the ridge behind the teeth of the mouth. Just easy. If that's a challenge, just let the tongue relax comfortably. Focus your attention now on the slightly cooler air as you breathe in. So you'll feel that really soft, cool, gentle air just entering the body. And here, there's no guidance. You're not guiding the air, you're not controlling the breath, you're not slowing the breath at all. I just want you to be how your body is breathing at this moment in time. So all you're doing is noticing. And then notice at the top of that inhale, that slight pause. See if you can just be aware of slight pause. Again, like a wave effect, and then the breath out. And then check in with the pause at the end of the exhale. So again, it's like the bottom of the breath, slight pause, and then the body goes, right, I just need to take a next breath. Again, you're noticing, you're not controlling, you're not guiding. Just checking it out. And just for the final minute, what I would like you to do is just when you get to the end of that exhale, at the end of each exhale, just extend that pause. So here you can add a little bit of guidance. So you're going to get to the end of the exhale and you're going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to allow the inhale. If you are really comfortable with that, you can extend that even longer and you can count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just allow the breath in. So the only bit of your breath cycle that you're guiding is the end of that exhale. So I'll just let you do that in your own time. Keep strong and tall through the spine, and at the same time let the shoulders be soft, let the belly be relaxed. Just that extended pause at the end of your exhale. And when you've done that, the next time, just give your fingers a little bit of a wiggle. Have a little stretch if you need a little bit of a stretch. You can do that stretch again, that's quite nice. And we will finish there. Apologies if you're trying to get on the Zoom. So what I will do is see if I can get the Zoom working, and then I'll put this playback, put this on the class playback on that. Hopefully, I'll get that working for my other sessions today and for the class on Thursday. Thank you as always for your time and attention. Sorry, I've gone over a little bit over time there. I hope that hasn't held anybody up. And any questions, get back to me. Otherwise, I will see you on Thursday for the more of the movement and breath. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.